Hey, what's going on? My name is Matthew. Welcome to my channel. And this is my first video. And I've decided that this is going to be a ramble of sorts. I could spend hours doing research on a topic I want to talk about, but just to kick things off, I would just be talking about some of my music tastes and opinions around genres of interests. And first and foremost would be my personal favorite, heavy metal. Heavy metal music is my main genre of interest and has shaped my worldview since I first discovered it at 14 years old. And I'm forever grateful that I did. The distortion, raw expression, lyrical depth, headbanging, bewildering high-speed solos made me wonder, where has this been all my life? Before this point in time, I was into, believe it or not, 90s radio pop. Quite the shift in taste, I realize. Still surprises people to this day. And to give an example of those artists I was into, it would be Jesse McCartney, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, those kinds of artists. And I also played piano back then. I still do occasionally, but I have since shifted to guitar. So my first breakthrough when it comes to heavy metal would be Metallica. When I first heard For Whom the Bell Tolls, I was awestruck and absolutely hooked. I remember begging my parents for an electric guitar around my birthday, and just so I could learn this one song, because I had it on repeat for weeks, and my obsession only grew from there. So fast forward to today, I'm big into prog metal bands and artists, such as Intervals, Veil of Maya, Croesus, they're a little bit more underground. Angel Vivaldi, he's pretty huge right now. I'm currently learning a few songs from him, and that's difficult to say the least. As well as Periphery, another huge influence on my vocals, because I practice vocals in my spare time as well. I used to be pretty narrow-minded in regards to my music tastes, listening to only a handful of bands. Iron Maiden, Disturbed, Asking Alexandria, Ready Set Fall, which is a band from Italy, and just rotating in between 6-7 bands. And on top of that, I was also shunning a lot of the heavier side of metal, including death metal, deathcore, doom metal, all those really, non-legible styles of metal where everybody criticizes the vocals. But since those days, I've become much more open-minded of a person who takes inspiration from many other genres. Those would include lo-fi music, which I listen to keep my focus on doing research when I'm researching anything new or interesting. Electronic music. I've been getting into dubstep a little bit. It's different, but I enjoy it. As well as orchestral music. A good example of my taste in orchestral music would be the Elder Scrolls soundtracks. A big fan of that. And here I thought, with my limited knowledge, of course, that they only were playing on actual instruments making these soundtracks. And then I found out about Jeremy Soule, one of the main composers for the Skyrim game. Did it all on a synthesizer. I couldn't believe it. So that has actually helped propel my interest towards learning how to make music of my own. Like that. I'm learning Ableton right now, which came free with my MIDI keyboard. Only cost me about $200. It's a Novation launch key mini keyboard, and it is very handy and portable. But yeah, that thing is difficult to learn when you're just breaking into all of this. It can be very complex, but worth it. Yeah, to keep this a little bit more raw and less scripted, I did write up a little bit of a script for this, but to go off the cuff, I am still into a lot of the bands I've mentioned. I haven't really shifted my focus too much because Metallica will always and forever be my main starting point. Without them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Still playing guitar. I'm currently in a band. We call ourselves Smite the Heathens. It's a three-piece. I play the guitar and I do vocals as well. We started it about 2 years ago. There is a SoundCloud page that we have that I can link in the description, and hopefully you guys that watch this kind of content and find my video will take the time out of your day to maybe check us out. I would truly appreciate that. It's not the highest quality yet because, we're still new to this whole thing. Hence why I'm learning music production on the side to up our audio quality. But it's fun. I mean, we thought about doing covers originally, just kind of being a cover band, but we'll sit there in the garage and just jam. I start playing a riff, the drummer starts laying down a beat, and I just look at our bass player, and we go, okay, let's go with this. And then from there, we just kind of repeat what we think sounds good. We'll lay down some lyrics on the spot. Because I find with music creation, if you have too much of a structure, it can take away from the creativity. And that's the last thing I want. I consider myself a creative person, so anything that takes away from that is not, and makes it less organic, just makes it not as fun to make. So yeah, again, we're called Smite the Heathens. We're based in Canada, Ontario. Up north. So any of you US folks watching this get to see us. Canadians really go at it. We will be doing a live stream at some point in the future, once we get our social media pages up and running. But for now, I can link our SoundCloud page. We're not monetized or anything like that. We're just kind of doing it for fun at the moment. So you won't be hearing anything from me about donate, or not donate, buy our music or anything like that as of yet. Like we're just a tiny little garage band, literally playing in a garage. So, yeah, this is just a quick little ramble video to kind of introduce myself and things I'm interested in, and will most likely be talking about on the future of this channel. So to keep it short and sweet, I don't want to go on too much longer, and I think I will end it here. So that is all for now, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this little ramble of mine, and if you liked this video, give it a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and peace for now.